guys, today we're going to be talking about the religions of India. So first of all, I'd like to compare the religions of India to the world. So there are two important things that I want to go over. First of all, a large majority of the Indian population, almost 80%, are Hindus, whereas in the world only about 15% of people are Hindus. So clearly, Hinduism is much more popular in India compared to the rest of the world. Also, if you notice, much smaller percentage of the population in India is atheist or agnostic compared to the world. So clearly, religion seems to be very important in India. So the biggest and most popular religion in India is Hinduism. And I'm sure all you guys are very familiar with Hinduism. So Hinduism is a polytheistic religion, meaning that the people who practice that religion believe in many gods. In Hinduism, there are three main gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, which represent the three aspects of creation. Hindus believe in reincarnation and karma. Reincarnation just means rebirth, and the idea that once you die, you're born again. Two major epics of Hinduism are the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. And essentially, the purpose of these epics is to teach people about what to do, the right things to do in life, right? And if you haven't learned about these already, you'll learn about them in future grades. One core belief of Hinduism is the belief in a universal spirit, or which is called Brahman. Brahman is something that's present within everything, and that's a core belief of Hinduism. The main book of Hinduism is the Bhagavad Gita, which is pretty much Krishna just talking to Arjuna, a character in the Mahabharata, about dharma and how to attain moksha or salvation, right? And this is a scene in the Mahabharata. And the main place of worship for Hindus is a temple. Talk about the second largest religion in India, which is Islam. Islam is a monotheistic religion, meaning they only believe in one God, unlike Hinduism. In Islam, they believe that God is Allah, right? And Muhammad is the first prophet. And Islam shares some common aspects with Judaism and Christianity. For example, they believe in similar things to the first part of the Bible. And one of the core principles of Islam is something called the 5 pillars of Islam, right? So these 5 pillars are the Shahada, which is a statement of faith all Muslims recite at least one time in their lives, right? The next one is the Salat or the Salah, a daily ritual prayer of faith done 5 times a day. So a lot of people who follow Islam pray 5 times a day, and this is what the Salat is. Next, the third pillar of Islam is Zakat, or a tax paid to benefit the poor and those in need. So as you can see, one of the 5 pillars of Islam is to help the poor. The fourth pillar is Saum, a fast done during the month of Ramadan. So if you know, a lot of people who follow Islam fast during a 1 month period, and that's known as Ramadan. And lastly, the fifth pillar of Islam is Hajj. And this is the pilgrimage to Mecca, which is in current day Saudi Arabia, that all Muslims have to go to at least one time in their life. Their main book is the Quran, and Muslims' place of worship is a mosque. Christianity is the third biggest religion in India. Christians are monotheistic, they only believe in one God, and they believe that Jesus is the Messiah and the Son of God. By Messiah, they just mean the person who kind of started Christianity. And Christians believe that salvation is achieved through belief in Jesus, and there are many different sects of Christianity, such as Protestants and Catholics and many others. Their main book is the Bible, kind of like how the main book of Islam is the Quran, and the main book of Hinduism is the Bhagavad Gita. And they believe in Adam and Eve, and they believe that they were the first two humans on earth and that they started the human race. And Christians' place of worship is a church. Talk about Sikhism. Sikhism is also a monotheistic religion, and Sikhs believe that Guru Nanak was the first prophet who kind of started their religion. And one of the core beliefs of Sikhs is that everyone has equal status before God. So whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're young or old, whether you're poor or rich, or no matter the color of your skin, you have equal status before God. And some of the characteristic aspects of a lot of Sikhs are what they wear. For example, they wear turbans, which are pieces of cloth over their hair to like cover it. They wear karas, which are bracelets, and these symbolize their unity with God. They have kirpan, which are like daggers or small knives, to also symbolize their unity with God and to protect those in need, right? The Sikh place of worship is the Gurdwara, kind of like a Hindu temple, but it's for Sikhs. And Sikhs do not cut their hair as a symbol of their unity with God. So that's why a lot of Sikhs wear turban, so they can cover up their long hair. Next, I'd like to talk about Buddhism. Buddhism is unique because it's neither polytheistic nor monotheistic, because Buddhists do not believe in God. The ultimate goal of Buddhism is reaching nirvana, or a state of not being born again and just being one with the universe, and your soul reaching just becoming one with the universe. Buddha is the main prophet of Buddhism, and he kind of started the religion. Buddhists believe in the Eightfold Path to attain nirvana, and the Eightfold Path is on the picture in the right. They also believe that the teachings of Buddha can be summarized into four noble truths, mainly the truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of the end of suffering, and the truth of the path that leads to the end of suffering. So these are kind of the four truths that Buddhism tries to address. Like Hindus, Buddhists believe in reincarnation and karma, and their main book is the Pali Tipitaka. About Jainism. Jains treat people who have attained the state of enlightenment as gods. And the state of enlightenment is just like nirvana, like not your soul not being born again, and you're just one with the universe. Jainism was founded by Mahavira, and a core belief of Jains is that all living beings have a soul. So no matter how small the living being is, no matter like how powerless it is, so like even like ants or plants or small insects or big animals, they all have a soul. And because of this, there's a strong emphasis on ahimsa or non-violence. So Jains try to not hurt any living beings, which is why a lot of them are vegetarian and sometimes they're vegan, right? Like Hinduism, Jains believe in karma, which is just the idea that every action, like good or bad, will give you something that's like also good or bad. And they believe in multiple universes. Discussed real quick. So I want you to match the letter of the religion with the number, which is just like one fact about it, right? So if you need some time, just pause the video. Okay, so A, Hinduism matches with 3, Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. They're the 3 main gods. B, Islam matches with 2, the 5 pillars. As I discussed, there are 5 pillars or the main goals of Islam. C, Christianity matches with Jesus is the Son of God. That's what they believe. D, Sikhism matches with Guru Nanak. That's like their guru that started the whole religion. E. Buddhism matches with the ultimate goal is reaching nirvana. That's what Buddhists believe. And F. Jainism matches with much importance on ahimsa. Like I said, they go to the extreme to make sure that no living being is hurt. So lastly, I'd like to just talk about why we're learning about all these different religions, right? Well, it's important to learn about the ideas of different religions so that we learn to respect other religions and that we're not mean towards them or disrespectful in any way. Because ultimately, we want to be able to cooperate with each other even if we have different beliefs. So, I think it's important to learn about other religions so that we have respect for other cultures and we're not being mean to each other. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.